Good morning. Wake up. It's just a kind of red and black kind of day today, but it is raining out there. Be careful. 64 degrees. We're all going to see some rain today. JC.
This may come as a shock to y'all, but when it's raining like this, it kind of messes my hair up.
Mine too.
It just flattens it out a little bit. Roy and Tom in this morning. Good morning, Roy. What's happening in your world?
Merry Christmas. Just want to wish all of you the merriest Christmas you ever had. Remember, let's put Christ first, folks. That's what it's all about.
Christmas
Amen.
coming up. It's hard to believe Christmas actually. No, we all know last year it snowed on Christmas. It's today the first day of winter.
Yes.
Shortest day of the year, sunlight-wise. Y'all ain't going to see none of that today. Anyway, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM on a Wednesday morning edition of Cooper Company Live. Roy's here. Johnny Lee Dees, our minister at Cross Point Church, will be joining us a little bit later on this morning. Gloria's going to tell you it's going to rain. It's supposed to 100% chance of rain tomorrow, but not in the morning. Crystal clear skies in the morning when all the multitudes come in for the annual Cooper and Company Let's Get Out of Here and Take 2 weeks off vacation party. Starts tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Joy Boyd cooking pig candy. That's fancy bacon. And smoked bologna. Jeff Matthews, lip smacking, jaw jacking's going to be cooking some stuff too. We got plenty of food, plenty of room, and plenty to drink. Y'all come on by. Open house 6 to 8, and possibly, it just depends on how I feel, a 2-hour Christmas special tomorrow. First, before I go over to Gloria, I want to talk about this right here. We may come back to it. There's a big thing now in the nostalgic toys. You can get, Frank, you remember marbles? You can get marbles, you can get Lincoln
Do
logs.
you remember marbles?
You can get stuff like, well, you know, Frank, sometimes he don't remember me. But you can get all that stuff. Gloria got me this a couple years ago, the original, because me and my two brothers and you had Rock'em Sock'em. Now, this is the real deal right here.
Wow.
Of course, new it probably cost, what, 20 bucks? I think Gloria paid about 300 for these because they're in the original box. Got them off eBay, I think.
Had to find them.
The blue bomber and the red bomber. This was what it used to be like before video games, Tom, like Matt plays all the time. This is before electronic games took over the toy industry. This is the real thing right here. Genuine Rock'em Sock'em robots. And I've also got a football set. Remember the old electric football set where they vibrated?
Oh, yeah.
All over the thing?
How'd they do?
Then your little kicker. You know, you had to get your little kicker like this right here to get him to kick the ball. So, but anyway, Rock'em Sock'em robot. I'll sell y'all these for genuine 500 bucks. You can get them today. Original box and everything, Roy. You didn't have some of these growing up?
I didn't.
Oh, that's right. You didn't even have a bathroom.
No, not till I was about
I
10
couldn't
years
To me,
imagine
that's
that.
just hard to believe.
That is hard to believe.
Of course, now, I'm going to admit, I still like going outside.
What boy doesn't?
Let's do the weather right now because it is going to rain, but tomorrow night, hey, we're covered in here. No charge for parking. I'm going to let parking slide tomorrow to be free. A lot of folks coming up that ain't been on in a while, too. So Rex Looney, our worship minister at Cross Point, is going to be providing all the entertainment along with Barry Kay. And then Dan Williams will be here. We're trying to get Charles up here, too. So we'll have plenty of Christmas music tomorrow, plenty to eat, just a good old time. And then we'll take a week off. And I'll tell you what we'll run in our place coming up in just a moment. Here's Gloria with the weather.
Okay, thank you. 64 degrees out there. Yes, it's going to be a bad hair day. Just get used to it today. And rain in the forecast. Keep the umbrella handy. It's going to be raining quite a bit. It will slow down just a little bit, but after midnight tonight it returns. And I know we're not supposed to call for rain tomorrow morning. It'll put a damper on the crowd in here in the morning, but hopefully it'll hold off until after 7 o'clock, but probably not. High temperatures tomorrow of 61, low of 45, and the rest of the forecast looking like rain. We could, well, no, we're not going to see snow Christmas Day, but we could possibly see some rain. So there it is. Yeah, I know everyone says yay. 230-4988 gets Tony this morning, and not a whole lot to talk about.
I was looking for
Are you lost?
some bottled water in a second. I didn't, I had a, is that, whose is that? Did y'all bring that in?
That's yours. I brought it just for you.
Bring that to me a minute, Seth. I just want to show something here. I'm going to do a thing on bottled water in a minute. I have Fastenal in the refrigerator, but I'll do that in just a second. I won't drink out of it, believe me. I'll just hold it there. How are you, Roy?
Marvelous.
Did you enjoy your lunch yesterday at Crystal?
Yeah.
You and Greg?
Yeah. We had Mexican yesterday.
All right.
You did.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Zora.
I want to talk about something that I don't have all the facts on it, and if I'm wrong, somebody let me know, because I seldom am.
Yeah, okay.
Tony confirmed it this morning. We're watching 48 News last night, 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Roy, I hate to say this, but it comes out of Tennessee. They were doing a drug bust or something.
Yeah, blame it on drugs.
This is a true story. A 31-year-old Fayetteville, Tennessee man was arrested for having sexual relations with a pig.
Stop it. Don't make
I'm not kidding. With a pig.
Now, did you say drugs or alcohol or both?
Well, I don't know. I think they were there, Seth and his lovely bride. They were there for something else, but he got arrested for having intimate relations with a pig. Silly.
No comment.
Stop. I'm glad it's not Thursday.
No, that's against the law. I mean, come on.
Brad, it's hard to find you. Sound
I
effects.
kept watching this morning to see if they were going to show it again. They didn't.
They probably don't want to talk about it.
Can you imagine? That's a true
No.
story. It was on 48, the number one news in Huntsville.
Bless you.
If anybody's got any details on that, or if y'all
We
ever
don't
had
need to
problems
know
like
any
that,
more details.
let
What
me
more
know.
do you need to know?
I got that tap water. I already talked about that. I got just out of Reader's Digest. Roy, you may want to throw in on this.
Brad, stop.
Tap water, which comes out of the sink. This nation, the United States, has sunk incredible amounts of money and talent into making sure everyone has access to clean drinking water.
That's right.
Now people prefer to buy water that's been sitting on a shelf in a plastic bottle for weeks. To me, he said, this is unbelievable. Yet people will pay $1, $1.50 for a bottle of water. That just don't make sense.
Well,
Why?
they want to avoid the chlorine and the
Oh, sorry.
fluorides that they put in water. I mean, fluoride's a pure poison, chlorine's poison, so they just want to avoid that. They understand that, that it's probably somewhat toxic, but the fact is, when you buy bottled water, it is cleaner than
Than tap water?
Oh, absolutely. Another thing you got to think about is the tap water today is full of industrial hormones.
Well, isn't fluoride good for your teeth?
No.
Fluoride.
absolutely not.
Fluoride. Oh, yeah.
No, fluoride.
Chlorine's what I got in my pool.
Yeah.
Still, a bottle of water to me is the biggest waste. Here, Seth, you can have your water back. Seth, this yours? Yes, sir. Good catch. Don't flex up or nothing. Yeah, don't flex up or nothing. Hey, I need some medical advice this morning.
He's not a psychiatrist.
Corey, get a tight shot of my middle finger.
Be careful how you hold that up.
I ain't kidding you. I'm in pain. I've got a hangnail or something. I can't even touch my freaking finger. See how red it is?
Yeah, it's irritating.
I need some advice on how to get,
Hey,
as my grandmama would
fix
say,
your hand.
how to get shed of this.
Fix your
This
finger. Stop
hurts.
it.
I'm in pain.
You're such a baby. Don't take that
I am
shot.
in pain. It's red, it's swollen. Somebody said soak it in Epsom salts.
That'll work.
Huh?
That'll help.
Epsom
Absolutely
salt.
will. It'll get rid of the inflammation.
Epsom, what did I say?
Salt, not sauce.
Salt.
Let's
Where do
close.
you get it?
At the store.
grocery
Let's go to
store.
Publix. Any grocery store.
And you mix, and you stick it down in there like that?
Mix it with
On
water.
your feet. Man, I tell you, give yourself a foot bath with it.
Roy, I'm glad you brought that up. I go get pedicure. You ever had a pedicure, Roy?
No.
Come on, man.
No.
Tom?
No.
Oh, Lordy me. I go right over here to John and Tammy. They're from
Solar
Vietnam.
nails.
Infections from nail salons keep people, doctors in business, podiatrists. But if you want a pedicure like me and Gloria do, like once a month, book the first appointment of the day when the equipment is cleaner. Foot baths can be especially germy because you don't get enough some fat people that have their feet in there.
Stop it.
You never had a pedicure, Roy. A man like you.
Never. Never. You got to remember, I was raised pretty poor.
Well, you ain't now.
Well,
Huh? Man, what is wrong
Zorro
with
making
you?
noise in the background.
What is wrong with y'all? All right, hey, little letter to the editor this morning about immigration, one of your favorite subjects. Makes a lot of sense. It's out of the Huntsville Times this morning. All this talk about the new Alabama laws are strict. so strict. But my wife is from Canada. That's north of here. We spent thousands of dollars to get her here legally. So I have no pity on illegal immigrants that are getting kicked out of the great state of Alabama. Let them pay like every other legal alien here in the United States. If they don't, boot them out.
Follow the law.
You know, I agree with that.
Well, yeah, that's what I...
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, do it the right way. You can come into this country legally. Anybody can.
Hey, if you want to go Christmas displays, Gloria mentioned this earlier, but this was in the News Courier yesterday. A guy named Kevin Mullock is putting finishing touches. He's had them up since Thanksgiving, set to music. Go north on Owens Elementary School in Alabama 99. The show is from right across the daycare center. You can go by and visit over there, and it's matched to light. Yeah, it starts at dark, which today's the shortest day of the year. Daylight, yeah, there it is right there. That's it, because you know Bobby Powell wasn't able to do his this year on Cambridge, right down the road here off 72 on Cambridge Drive because of the tornadoes back in April. So.
And there's supposed to be 20,000 lights, so it should be pretty.
That means every day gets longer between now and the first day of summer.
Yep.
I'm ready for that.
I'm ready for summer.
Here's a little thing for you, Roy, since I know how you love doctors. Since I was working as an interpreter at a hospital, when I found myself in the middle of an odd conversation, the doctor warned his patient, Roy, by drinking and smoking as much as you do, you're killing yourself slowly. The patient looked at the doctor, nodded, and says, "That's okay. Ain't no hurry."
You're full of things today, aren't
Hard
you?
to argue with that, isn't it?
All right, here's one, Texas. A Houston man says he wanted to clear his name by paying up a debt that happened to him 58 years ago. His conscience got the best of him, Tom. He sent a letter to city officials after finding a ticket 58 years ago. He wanted to pay it. It was a $1 parking ticket.
He just wanted a little publicity.
A $1 parking ticket.
He wanted to clear his conscience.
Hey, if anybody knows the court date on this guy from Phelps,
No, we are not going. Brad, stop.
It is Christmas.
It'd be something to videotape.
I hope there's not enough evidence.
Sadly enough, there are probably videos on the internet of people doing exactly that.
We all know
I'm
there's some
sure.
sick people in this world, that's for sure.
Evidently, there's one from Phelps. Hey, let me tell y'all, I ain't going to be here next week. Here's what I'm going to be running. In place of Cooper & Company, commercials will still air. Cooper & Company next week will be running at 6 a.m. The Rifleman, Starsky and Hutch, Highway to Heaven, and this is the main things we're going to run. We'll stick with RTV programming at noon, and then at 9 o'clock at night you'll also see some of this. Coming up next year, we are thinking about doing something
That'll be scary.
a little different. Not here on the program. It will be for all those. Today we've had 5 calls in the last week because it's Christmas, sentimental time. People will know. Can you find a story you did on my daddy, mama, aunt, uncle, grandfather, grandma, cousin, brother, whatever, from 30 years ago? You know, everybody's thinking. Today we're meeting a guy in Hartselle from Arab. Who I did 2 stories on his daddy, 1983 and 1987, that Brad, thank goodness, was able to find. After he writes me a check for $2,000, he'll have me the proud owner of those country roads.
No, not hardly.
So it'll be 20 years, Roy, next year since I've done a country rover story.
That's a long time. Yeah.
Thinking about doing the new Country Rover and Rover Revisited, possibly sometime next year when I feel like working a little bit extra.
That'd be great. Those were
That means you're going to have to work.
All I'm doing is coming up with it.
I don't have to be there, do I?
Yeah, you don't have to be there. Somebody's got to do the manual labor I used to do. Of course, back then, in the good old days, all I had to do was 1 story a day on Channel 31. 1 story.
Life of Riley.
You know how I got most of them? Riding around looking for something because I waited till the last friggin' minute to do it. Hey, we'll take a break. On Wednesday morning, y'all didn't hear it. It's going to rain. But we're open house tomorrow morning. See y'all from 6 to 8 right here on Highway 72 right next door to Jiffy. We'll take a break and be right back. Y'all hang on.
Merry Christmas, Jimmy!
So good and love